endorsement deals, hosting gigs. I'm trying to lock down a radio show. Multiple networks are interested in the Candy Love series. If she tells one soul, just one, about this nice little arrangement, it all goes away. All of it. You have to build your career from scratch if you're able to dig from under tons of negative publicity. You gotta protect your brand. So?
What is up, A-Scene Insiders? It's Francesca here, and we have a very, very special guest with us today. I am talking to TV producer, activist, fitness guru, life coach, actress, all of the above, Miss AJ Johnson. You guys have probably seen her literally with your favorite celebrities. You've seen her Instagram, the AJ Zone, and I'm sure many of you have challenged yourselves with her exercises, and you probably fell flat, right? Welcome to the A-Scene. Thank you so much.
Listen, I just want you around all the time. The introduction is off the chain.
No, I think what I love about you is that even when we see your pictures, your videos, like there's so much energy that exudes from you.
Oh, I love to hear that.
And it feels even more powerful in person, guys.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Girl,
Thanks
so
for
nice
having
to
me.
meet you. And I'm a big fan. One of the first times I was introduced to you was when I was watching Oprah. Yes, you know what I'm about to say, right?
With Lindsay Lohan?
You got it.
Yeah,
you got it.
What an experience on a lot of different levels.
Yeah.
I mean, to be handpicked by Oprah Winfrey to do an 8-part docuseries for any reason is amazing. But I remember when Oprah contacted me, I literally was watering my roses, which is true. A lot of people say, oh, you garden for baby boy. I really do.
You.
And I literally, no lie, was watering my roses. My phone rang, and I was like, hello? And I heard, AJ Johnson! And I was like, okay, who's this impersonating Oprah? And I was like, hello? And she was like, this is Oprah. And I was like, no, for real. And she was like, no, it's Oprah. And it really was. And she said, I have this project I think you're perfect for. And long story short, I asked her, why me? Like, I haven't done anything with that degree of addiction.
Yeah.
I haven't done, and she said, because I feel like what Lindsay needs is a real friend and truth and honesty and authenticity. And she said, that's what your middle name is. So there's no better person.
Wow.
And I mean, the confidence I got and my work from that alone just skyrocket.
And speaking of skyrocket, we've seen you work with the likes of Tyrese and Sylvester Stallone and Will Smith and Beyonce. I mean, the list literally goes on, which is why I say she works with your favorite faves, your faves. Tell me just in general, like, how do you continue to reach for the stars when you have worked with people like Oprah and Beyonce and probably Barack Obama or Michelle? Like, how do you continue to?
Because I'm trusting that I'm on this journey and I'm on this trajectory that's designed by God.
Yes.
So for me, there's no limits with God. There's no ceiling. So I just try to show up. I be obedient to the assignment, and I just keep going. Because every time I feel like this, it can't get any better than this.
That's what I'm saying.
It does. And so that's why I'm like, okay, let me just get off of the gas and just let him push, and I'm just here for the ride. And that's what's happened.
And now we're seeing you ride it even further because we're seeing you in more and more productions. Recently, you have a new production.
Girl, listen, I mean, even hearing you say TV producer, you know, just to make sure people understand, I literally was going to Ghana a lot in the year of return. And, you know, a TV show that does traveling. I said, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Africa, but I would love to produce your episodes in Africa. And they were like, would you do that? And I said, sure. So that's how the TV producer thing came. Like, now I'm international producing. Like, what's going on?
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
So I just think, you know, what we have to do is release the limits off our lives and just go. I just did a cruise, the New Year, New You.
Yes.
My whole platform, the AJ Zone platform for the new year, and I did a New Year, New You campaign on a cruise ship. And I was like jamming with this amazing DC go-go band called Belladonna. And they were like, you gotta be part of our band. And I was like, don't tempt me.
Okay.
So now I'm like part of a go-go band in DC. I am having a blast.
Wow. Would you say
Having
these
a
are some
blast.
of the best years? Or because you've done so much. So, you know, does it just get better and better? Or do you feel like you've had even better years?
I think I actually am living my best life because I'm living it in such a peace that I didn't have before. I'm living it without a lot of the industry pressures that I used to have before. Yeah. I don't care what people think as much as a lot of us do in the early parts of our career. Yeah. And I just feel like there's literally, I keep saying there's no limits, but I believe that. So like, why not be in a band? Why not produce TV? Why not do fitness for celebrities and online? And why not travel the world? And why not, and why not, and why not, right? So I'm just kind of, I decided in 2018 that I was not going to say no to new experiences. And so I'm also engaging all of you in 2020. Open up your life, stay open. Stop saying no, stop saying I'm afraid. Open up your life and just live. Let go of your age and live your life.
Amen.
Grab onto your life.
Because she's only 21. Just
Exactly.
in case you guys were curious.
Remember that.
Now, this new production that you have stuck with you. Tell us about it, how it came to be, what your role is, because I saw you a clip that you put on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys, settle down.
Well, first of all, I'm so excited about Stuck With You because one of my best friends, Patricia Cuffey Jones, is the creator, writer, producer. And she literally came to me and said, what are you doing in July? And I said, whatever you're doing in July. And she's like, no, for real. I'm like creating this TV project and I want you to do it. So it's going to shoot in July. And I was like, well, I'm shooting with you in July. And that was our deal. And next thing you know, I was on set. Nervous as I could be because I was working with my best friend. I wanted not to let her down. But that's how it came to be. And to work with a friend I had never done. I knew John Singleton before we did Baby Boy, but we got to be best friends on the set. This time with Patricia, we were friends first and then working together. So it was really kind of special. But Stuck With You is an amazing, amazing, intimate look into relationships that are bigger in the media than they are in real life. And what it takes and what that looks like behind the scenes. I play Stephanie, their publicist, which is also trying to fight for them as friends as well as in career. Yeah. So I have that dichotomy to play, supporting my girl, but also trying to make sure that she has a living and a career. And just all the ins and outs of what really #goals means, A lot of time we feel like, that the relationship is easy, but the love is complicated. And that's what the story is about.
It sounds like you have some personal truths that maybe you are familiar with that helped you play a role like this, I would say.
Well, first of all, listen, I actually, in doing some research to play this boss publicist, I have a boss publicist. Okay. So, Keith Armstrong is pretty major. But outside of that, I also just feel like a lot of the business that I've learned as an actress, the business behind the business, they always say the business behind the show business, that's what I got to bring to this role. It's helping them maneuver. Like, you can't do that because you have to protect your brand. You can't say that because nobody's going to believe that. I loved bringing my business expertise to the role. I had a blast. And she's kind of hot. So that's
she looks good. She looks good.
So I got to wear great clothes and
red
hair
lips
and makeup. And, have my own office with, the Hollywood Hills behind me. So it was fabulous.
What would you say you learned from this particular role?
I learned that I get really nervous when I work with a friend. Really nervous. Like, there was one line I couldn't get right. The line was like, see you later. And I could not get it right. And everybody was like, it's take 10. But I was just so nervous because I wanted to impress her. And so that was interesting for me. It was new. But for the story, I learned that I still am in love with the craft. I took a detour to build my company, the AJ Zone, and I knew that I wasn't going to come back in front of the camera as an actress until there was a project that I just would be afraid not to do. And honestly, for a long time, I did a Sins of the Father movie here in Atlanta about a year ago, and then this particular project grabbed onto me when I got on set, working with Patricia and reading the script. I said, I would not want anyone else to do this. I have to do it. Yes. And that's a feeling I now have about acting. I'm only going to do it when I feel like I have to do this.
You have grown so much, and I know a lot of our ACN insiders are probably curious. They've seen the trajectory of your career. What would be your advice, if you will, because we have so many fitness gurus and people who are creating and entrepreneurs right here in Atlanta. Is there some advice that you can give to our budding entrepreneurs, those who are, because literally on every single corner, we see a lot of different gyms and trainers, and they're really trying to get to your status.
I have a lot of people that actually DM me and email me saying, will you be my mentor? Can you guide me on how to do it? And I got to be honest, I didn't choose this for myself. God chose this for me. So just because I was living a healthy lifestyle, and by the advice of my father, rest his soul, saying, the acting thing is fine, but you're a scientist, you're a doctor at heart, you graduated with 2 degrees from Spelman, why aren't you using that? Like, you can help anybody based on your energy and your attitude. Wow. So when I decided to do that, it took off. So my advice to anyone is don't think about it as a business. Follow your passion and follow your purpose. It's got to be something that, you would do for free, even if you're not getting paid for it, because there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountains, and you still have to give it as much passion and time and purpose in the highs and the lows. So, everything I'm doing, I would do for free. And that's such a blessing to be able to say that's a career choice. So I say, make sure you're purpose-driven and passion-driven.
You see, spoken like a true Spelmanite. They come in here, they shut the whole show down. chemistry degree, psychology degree.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you came from
And I use that even with my acting. You know, breaking down characters and giving my characters a backstory. That's psychology. Becoming someone else.
Yeah.
What's the psychology behind that? So I'm using my Spelman all the time.
I love that. And so when are we going to see you acting right here again in Atlanta?
I hope soon. I'm actually reading a few scripts now.
Really?
Of projects that possibly will shoot in Atlanta.
Will
And,
Packer or maybe, Tyler Perry?
I'm
or
not going to say yet.
Pinewood Studios?
I'm not going to say. But I love filming in Atlanta. It's, I sleep so good when I'm here. I work so peaceful when I'm here.
Do you eat so good when you're here?
Oh, girl, the shrimp and grits. Can I tell you?
I bet.
I'm keeping this jacket closed for a reason. I mean, I've only been here for 2 days, and can I tell you the shrimp and grits and the biscuits and the gravy? I could go on and on and on. So, yeah, I mean, I love all things about Atlanta.
Well, we love you, and we're going to be supporting her. ACN Insiders, February 13th is when Stuck With You hits the big screen.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find you and everything, and just follow you.
Well, at the AJ Zone on Instagram and Twitter, I respond. So please comment. And let's talk and let's share. And everything I'm posting is real. It's not fake. So my workouts, my travel. So yeah, let's be friends.
There are some people who are just, they come in and they do the interview and they say what their publicist told them to say. But then there are some people who come in and they are literally a walking testimony. And that is you.
I love you for that.
And congratulations in all of your success. And who knows, this is just the beginning.
Can you imagine?
You know what I mean?
Can you imagine?
I can't imagine.
I can too.
I'm
so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Watch Stuck With You February 13th. You just heard from AJ Johnson.